Well, hello there. We all know that breathing is literally necessary for life. However, did you know that proper, deliberate, and well-timed breathing is an elixir to living a wonderful, happy, and healthy life? I'm here to tell you, friends, that yes, it is. The second pillar of the natural body healing process is breathing. Having a proper breathing technique is essential so that we have good blood exchange. Many of us unconsciously hold our breath, contributing to a loss of good oxygenation, which keeps us calm, centered, and open. Proper breathing is essential to good blood circulation, immune function, digestive, muscular, and nervous system function. In fact, our mood, health, happiness, entire life is linked to our breathing. And let's not forget about a critical factor, which is what you are breathing. Air quality is essential too. When breathing correctly, we can release waste and toxins, allowing our bodies to heal and, of course, inviting in that elixir of life, oxygen. Your nose, that hunk of clay or little button or beak sitting in the middle of your face, whatever shape it is, I want you to befriend your nose. An important fact is that you need to be breathing through your nose. If you're a mouth breather, you're gonna have to retrain your nasal cavity to draw in air. Remember, your nose is for breathing. Your mouth is for eating. Why is it so important to breathe through your nose? Well, it's the first line of defense, or one of the first of your body. When you breathe through your nose, it naturally filters the air. It warms the air if it's cold, so it's better received by your lungs. And it moistens the air if it's dry. Your nose is essential to having a good breathing cycle. Breathing through your mouth not only contributes to bad breath, but changes your heart rate and blood pressure. It also contributes to fatigue, shoulder, and neck pain. In fact, bad breathing habits have been linked to increased stress hormones like cortisol that contribute to poor mood, weight gain, and not sleeping well. This stress hormone shuts down your prefrontal cortex, as we've already discussed, keeping you from focusing, planning, or impulse control. Our breathing, or habit of how we breathe, really stacks up. Another important reason for drawing air in through your nose is as air passes over the mucous membranes, it produces nitric oxide in our sinuses. You can read more about that in the PDF I included on nitric oxide. You'll find the link down below. So why are so many of us not breathing correctly and in a way that benefits our body? And more importantly, what can we do about it? The main reason so many don't breathe beneficially is our sedentary lifestyle. Many of us sit with poor posture. We need to be in an upright or standing posture to allow the diaphragm and support of the rib muscles, called intercostal muscles, to pull air down into the lungs. Breathing by using the muscles designed for breathing, the diaphragm, is super important. Fun fact: the diaphragm is the only muscle no mammal can live without. Shallow breathing doesn't just create a stress response, it makes stress a habit in our bodies and therefore locked in our minds. So we're going to start utilizing that cute little thing on your face and that very useful muscle, your diaphragm. If you're not accustomed to using your nose or your diaphragm to draw in air to breathe, it may take a couple of days to retrain your nasal cavity and breathing muscles. Warning, it can be uncomfortable, but you've got this. Keep going, and I'll walk you through it. Now, I'm going to teach you how to breathe correctly. I want you to begin by lying down with your knees bent and your hands by your side. If you have a piece of paper or a light magazine, get it before you lay down. Then place the paper or magazine on your belly. With your knees bent and your hands by your side, I want you to concentrate on moving that paper. Think about your muscles down there, your diaphragm, and pull the air in. If you pull the air in using your diaphragm, the paper should rise. Then push the air out and let the paper fall. If you're not used to proper breathing, this muscle will need to be built up. So you might need to practice this breathing exercise a couple of times a day. The more you practice these breathing exercises, the more your diaphragm gets used to being used, and it becomes easier for you to breathe. So start by taking 3 to 4 deep breaths, really concentrating on trying to find that diaphragm and move the paper. Remember, don't worry. If it's uncomfortable, it will ease as you start doing this on a more consistent basis. Do it as part of your morning or exercise routine. After you get used to doing this lying down, try to do it standing up. Use your hand instead of a paper. You'll find that it's a little bit more challenging, but you've got this. You're doing fantastic. I am super proud of you, and I look forward to seeing you in the next lesson.